Yeah, boss, we got big problems. You better call that robot, that spot show. It's Spotbot.
I'm anticipating it's probably gonna slide this way. Definitely not how it's done. It was crooked on the truck. I thought it was good, but it was not good. Progress. You completely lose it and roll it. Get it over enough to get that deck pin in. So that's how you don't load a tank, and really shittily done. I must have totally skipped the pin. It was crooked on the truck, I didn't see it. Thought it was good, and this is what ends up not good. So I'm gonna basically tuck it under the roll so I can steer it. I should be able to put it down here, move the truck over, tuck it under the roll so it's square, and I'll be able to kick the tank sideways. That's the plan anyways. Let's see if it actually happens. That I had it and then I messed it all up. Better to put you up here. How not to operate a Texas bed. So yeah, when you suck good. Oh no, I crammed that right in there too now. Oh. That's gonna take some work. All right, well, like I said, I tucked it under the roll and I was able to steer it with the roll square, so it just went. But always have good line of sight when you're putting tanks on trailers. It's a frosty one this morning, and that's exactly what can happen when you're not on top of your game and paying attention. So that's frustrating. For stuff like that to happen when it's not supposed to happen. Well, I certainly messed all that up anyways. That's what happens when you get a little bit of frost. Things can go south real quick. The problem is my winch line was all the way over to one side of the drum, so it made the tank lay down on the bed crooked, which I should have just realigned before I put it on the truck, but I'm like, no, we can make it work. And no. So I put it right on the pin, which was not great, and put a chain on it for security reasons, just so fail safe if nothing's bad's gonna happen, because I've seen it happen to other guys and it's not a good thing. Last thing you need to do is wreck something. So too high to go under through the tunnel, to go under 2 here at Bowden, so we go around the penitentiary. It's the quickest way to get there anyways. And yeah, so we'll take this back to the Evergreen, unload, probably put it on the pad to be cleaned. Then I don't know if we're supposed to pick up a fuel skid to go out tomorrow with me to do a bunch of mats. We got to set up the footprint for the frac using the 8x40s. That'll be tomorrow's job. Yeah. So work's been pretty steady. Pretty cold out too though. It was like minus 27 this morning with wind, so they say, a high of minus 15 Celsius. For you Yanks, don't be offended. It is the frozen north, and we've had a pretty mild winter so far. Hopefully the footage turns out for that. I had the 360 up on the stand there, that abandoned well site. It should look pretty good. Unfortunately, it was on the wrong side to see all the action. That's too bad. Then having the camera on the trailer, it was kind of behind the tank. Couldn't really see the side action, but I guess we'll see when we put it on the computer what happens. Been some more talk of muffler at this shop. I'm like, no, it's fine. It's not that loud. We should just leave it. But I didn't really get anybody telling me much if they had any experience with any aftermarket mufflers that are available on the market, easily accessible to get here in Canada. Like 65% of my viewers are in the United States. thanks for watching, and a small portion of Canada. I think I gave it like 35%. But the channel is growing slowly. I've had a burst a little bit. Usually I only get about 60 to 70 a month. This month we're at 100, so that's good. Maybe the new things I've been doing in the description is hashtag stuff, because I started to notice that a lot of guys have the hashtags in their videos like in the description, and when you click on that it goes to like a lot more of the same kind of stuff as what's hashtag, like big rig videos, trucker travels, trucker vlogs, yada yada yada, stuff like that. So I'm like, well, I want to get in on some of that. So I've seen a bit of an increase. Gonna be buying a new computer here. It was like $4 grand to buy a new computer, so I'll be able to do a whole bunch of new stuff. We'll be getting a whole bunch of new, like what are they called? Just hardware for doing software. Let's say software, that's what it is. For computer technology stuff. So I can do a lot more cool stuff, hopefully. Of course, I'll have to learn a bunch of new stuff, which is fine. Shout out to the brothers in the penitentiary. I should give them a little bit of this, just in case there's some truckers in there that were overweight at one time too much. So yeah, that'll be sweet. I'll be ordering that right away. I should have it within, you know, a couple weeks or something. So that's cool. I can't really upgrade. What I use now is at the end of its life. Well, actually my computer's like a 2009 or 2010 27-inch iMac, which is an i7, which I know most people would be like, what's that? But it's not bad. It gets slow going when I like speed up regular 1080 HD video. It takes quite a while when I speed up that stuff. Not a long time, but like I said, when I was just doing time-lapse stuff, I could toss a video and it was all in fast motion, and I wasn't doing a lot of like regular 1080 video and 24 frames per second. Then I could shoot out a video of 4 or 5 hours. And now with all the video shrinking I gotta do, because like I take 2 to 3 hours worth of video and then I gotta shrink it down to an hour, so there's cut out any of the dead space and then speed up a lot of the stuff that like I feel doesn't need to be slow, and then by the time you color grade it, stuff that takes a little while too. So the new computer should be able to chew through that a lot faster, because the technology is over 10-11 years newer technology. So that'll be sweet. Then I should be good for a long time, and I'll be able to speed up my game and do a lot more cool stuff. The wife's like, you sure spend a lot of time doing videos? Well, I'm actually work on almost videos every day. I throw down some hours, like I got videos scheduled up to February 8th, I think, and today is January 28th. So like by the time you guys, it depends on how busy I am, and technically like you guys are seeing everything I'm doing basically. I shoot a video on pretty much every job, because I never know when I'm gonna work next, or is there gonna be a shortage, stuff like that. So you guys asking like, am I busy? But I guess I space it out. I might be working every day, but I space it out to 3 times a week, so they might get too far off in the distance. Like you guys will be watching stuff in the winter and it'll be summer. Then it allows me to have a break too, so I don't have to always worry. Like, it does get slow and then I'm like, oh, I got nothing, so I start making up something. That's another reason why I wanted to do subscribers rigs, so I'd have, like, you know, a little bit of buffer, and it gives you guys a chance to share on that Facebook group, which is cool. I haven't been getting a whole lot of action. I do have some subscriber rides, which by the time this comes out, you'll already have seen that too. So first shot at doing that, and yeah. Sometimes I don't always have a lot of content to work with, so. But then sometimes I take content that is lame and make it pretty awesome, so that's cool. Sometimes I spend way too much time editing. Sometimes I over edit. Sometimes I have too much to drink and then I get carried away. But alright, back to town. We'll get this unloaded and see what else is going on there, yada yada. I didn't wreck nothing. Well, I didn't wreck anything before either. I just pooped my pants just a little bit. These locks, I tell ya, giving me some hassle. They look pretty juicy. Have some more juice. You like that, don't you? There you go. There you go. No more dry chafing. We took the cover off because we can run the pins for having issues. When I do the tank farm, the pins kicked out because I leave the switch as a three-way switch out in the truck. So when weight's on it, it's tilting this ramp so air bypasses inside the cylinder, and then inside the cab it's like and it's annoying. So I thought it was the switch, so we changed the switch, and yeah, it's still not perfect. You can tell it's happened a lot because this side is bent. This piece here, it's like not the end of the world. There's still lots of pin, but yeah, so we're gonna change all this. Yes, I know, running diaper pins when I'm doing like tank farms, when I'm doing lots of multiple stuff like that, then I'll just put them in just to be on the safe side, and it'll be golden. It is an extra gay step, but safety first. Another thing like that, that overpass where I had to go into town and go around the traffic circle, that's 5.2. And I measured the other day, I'm like, oh, 5.1, sweet. I love it, because that other Texas bed that we had was like just under 5.2. So it was always like, I dropped the air suspension every time I went under because I was scared. Because I seen a picture one time of someone trying to go under there at road train, and it didn't end very well one time. But not going to say any names. So when I got here, I measured it. It was 5.1, and that overpass is 5.2. So from now on, I'm just going to be screw it. I'm going under it. Watch this. Hold my beer and watch this. No, I don't drink and drive. I don't drink. Jaws have been giving me some problems too lately. Probably from being on all that gravel road lately. Uh-oh, I'm running dry. Oh, I can't get it because of the angle. Oh yeah, there we go. Take that, my little credit vixen. Check. Today isn't Monday, is it? I don't know what day it is. So yeah, he just phoned me as soon as I hopped in the truck. Yeah, we're gonna need 2 fuel skids instead of 1. I'm like, why don't you just get 1 large one instead of screwing around with these dinky ones? So yeah, I just did all that, and then I'll undo all that now. I'll have to suck that one ahead. More scissor my trailer down, yada yada, which is gay. I'll probably just suck that one ahead and stuff another one on or something, I guess. I think those guys can put it right on me with their pickup. Actually, we'll try that. See if that'll work. If they're up to the task, probably not, because they don't do that kind of stuff, and they'll be like, oh my god. That's by the hour. Just sitting here collecting fat quan. already been at home. And then I would have had to come back in to reload at a second fuel skid that was a change in the plan just after. So not bad. Except for having to deck off twice. That sucked. Yeah, that's a pain in the ass, but that's the way the oil field goes. Sometimes you think you're done. That's very true, it is the oil field. Well, I guess we got nothing left now. Go home. Maybe have a cold beer. Hell yeah, I second that cold beer. Let's get it home.
Brunch time.
Uma ameaça foi detectada. Uma ameaça foi detectada.